And a very good evening to you. I'm Tyler Peterson. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Vibes Baseball live here on YouTube. También, bienvenidos toda la gente en Mexico y Monclova. We are live from Colorado Springs, Colorado once again as the Vibes prepare to take on the Glacier Range Riders in this Game 4 of a broken up 6-game series. We had a few days where we did not have baseball. We had some graduations in the ballpark. We want to say congratulations to everyone who graduated from the local schools. But it's time for baseball. It's the first of a 3-game series. Glacier, in that first 3-game series, took 2 of 3 from Rocky Mountain. The Vibes win came in the first game of a suspended game, which ended up being a doubleheader. They won by the score of 12-11. Through the first 3 games of the season, the Vibes as a team are hitting .400. It's Spring's Appreciation Day here at the ballpark. We're going to debut our new baby blue jerseys, and they are quite good. Aaron Griffith, our assistant GM, will come on during the 3rd inning and talk a little bit more about these new Springs jerseys, and we'll chat with him about the team as well. We'll have lineups and first pitch right after a short break for Game 4. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. The Vibes have just been announced, and it's just about time now to go down to the field for our national anthem. A very nice rendition of the national anthem. Although it was a recording, but nice rendition all together. Lineup cards now being exchanged at home plate between each respective manager, Francisco Cabrera and Nick Hogan, and this is how they look. First for Nick Hogan's Glacier Range Riders. It'll be Ben McConnell, the center fielder, leading things off, followed by Gabe Howell. He will be at short. Brody Wofford at first base, batting third, followed by Dean Miller, the DH. He'll bat fourth. Brandon Trammell in right bats fifth. Michael Nell, the third baseman, bats sixth. Kevin Jordan, the second baseman, bats seventh. Felix Aberut, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Brant Broussard, he'll be in left. He will bat ninth. On the mound for the Glacier Range Riders, it's the opening day starter, Logan Van Way. As for your Rocky Mountain Vibes, it's Gio Diaz in left field, Brandon Perez at short, Dominic Hernandez in center, batting third, Ulysses Cantu at third, cleaning up, Miguel Tejada Jr. in right, he'll bat fifth, Caleb Marquez, the first baseman, bats sixth, Paul Carreño at second base, batting seventh, Julian Lara, the catcher, bats eighth, and Ada Rosales, he'll be the DH, he will bat ninth. On the mound for the Vibes, it's their opening day starter. It's Jesus Rios, who has just finished his warm-up tosses in the bullpen. He's coming down the line now. Rios took the loss on opening day, but he didn't have all that bad of a start. Vibes lost 15-1, but Rios went the first 3 innings. Allowed 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 5. It was a decent outing for Rios, 20 years old, from Mazatlan, Mexico. He's a 6'1", 211 right-handed pitcher. Spent some time in the Mexican Pacific Winter League and in Major League Baseball in Mexico, Liga Mexicana de Baseball. Vibes are 1-2 on the season. That's just 1 game out of first place after sort of a slow start for the whole Southern Division. The best record right now in the South is Grand Junction, and they're 2-1. If you go down the standings, Ogden, Boise, and Rocky Mountain are all 1-2. And the Northern Colorado, the Owls, tough way to come back into the Pioneer League. They got swept by the Great Falls Voyagers in 3 games up in Montana. And they thought they had a win last night. They were up 9-7. They're up by 2. Forget if it was 9-7, but they're up by 2 in the 9th inning. And two home runs, two-run home runs, there it is, from Great Falls propelled them to victory. Michael Deeb for Great Falls got the game-winning home run. And we'll see both of those teams later in the season. We'll see an awful lot of Northern Colorado. In fact, we start a 6-game series with them in Windsor on the 1st of June. And then the Vibes come back for 6 against the Chuckers starting the 7th. Ben McConnell stands at the plate, and we are just about ready for baseball. First pitch from Rios on its way. Inside, 6:30 first pitch, right on time. Connell's had a nice start to the season. 8 hits and 13 at-bats. Weekly hit toward Carreño. And an easy throw. 2 pitches and out, and that's how our ball game begins. 80 degrees at first pitch here in Colorado Springs. A little balmy, I'd say. It's been hot, but it's been overcast all day. This is Gabe Howell, the shortstop for the Range Riders, and he has really made a name for himself so far on this roster. 12 RBI for Howell. First pitch swung on and missed, 90 miles an hour from Rios. 8 hits and 13 at-bats. 2 of those home runs, One of those was a grand slam. 12 RBI. He has 17 bases in 3 games. There's a nice strike on the inside. It's tough to tell really anything on paper in this league, but so far a pretty nice start for Glacier. It's 0-2 on Howell. They're going to go back inside again, and he swings and misses. First strikeout today for Jesus Rios. He struck out 5 Range Riders last time out. Two outs for Rios. And that'll bring up Brody Wofford with the bases empty. Wofford 2 hits and 13 at-bats, a slow start. It's down low for ball 1. All these numbers are going to be a little bit inflated early on. This ball hits a right, hit deep. Back is Tejada looking up, and that one is gone. Off the vibe sign in right field. It bounced off of it back onto the wall and in play. That's a home run, and Brody Wofford gets RBI number 1 on the season. 1-0 Range Riders. Didn't miss that one. That'll bring up Miller. I'm talking about inflated stats. I'm talking about something like Jesus Rios, who has a 6 ERA. He doesn't really have a 6 ERA, but when you only pitch 3 innings and you give up 2 runs, what are you going to do? First pitch is inside. One interesting development in this game. Are you ready for this? We have a pitch clock. We'll go into the rules surrounding that. 1-0 to Miller. That's inside for a strike. Wonder if we can get a shot of it. There's a pitch clock in center and 2 pitch clocks behind home next to each dugout. For the pitcher, if there's no one on, it starts from 15. And if he doesn't throw the pitch, if he doesn't come set and throw the pitch by the expiration of that clock, it's a ball. For when runners are on, he gets 2 more seconds if it becomes 17. Touch inside, 3-1 on Miller now. But for the batter, if he's not in the box by the time that clock hits 8 seconds, he'll be issued a strike. Three-two pitch, hit to center. Not deep. Over is Hernandez. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So a run on the home run by Wofford. It's 1-0 Range Riders as we head to the bottom of the 1st on Springs Appreciation Day here at UC Health Park. It's 1-0 Range Riders. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson live on YouTube with you. Thank you so much for joining us. 1-0 Range Riders as we head to the bottom of the first. If you're just joining us, a solo home run from Brody Wofford. Starter for the Range Riders tonight is Logan Van Way. He started opening day for Glacier. Really nice outing as well. 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and struck out 6 batters. 6 strikeouts out of 9 possible outs is a very, very good ratio. Here's Gio Diaz, leadoff hitter today. Diaz 5 for 9 early on. Glacier defense, Broussard in left, McConnell in center, Trammell in right, Nell at third, Howell at short, Jordan at second. Wofford at first with Aberroot behind the plate. Van Way on the mound. Just a touch inside. 1-1 to Diaz. Got an RBI and a triple on the year. This is fouled out of play. The new baby blue Springs jerseys. It's Springs Appreciation Day. A lot of folks got in on the action of free general admission tickets today. We got a nice crowd on hand at UC Health Park. That one's right over the Vibes dugout. Diaz from San Francisco, California. Played with the Washington Nationals system. Ground ball up the middle. Howell's there. On to first, and there's one away. And that'll bring up Brandon Perez. Perez batting .417. That's 5 hits and 12 at-bats. A double and a triple. 2 RBI. First pitch high. He had led off the previous 3 games. Down to the 2-hole here. 1-0 is swung on and missed. Logan Van Way, a 6'2", 205 right-hander. He's from Joplin, Missouri, and he went to school in Joplin, Missouri. Missouri Southern State University. He is a Lion. 1-2's outside. Decent pitch on 1-2. Fastball's got some pretty good two-seam movement toward Perez. And now 3-2. Perez going to choke up ever so slightly here on the full count. And that's way outside. That's ball 4. So Perez works a 1-out walk. And now we get into this heart of the order. And Hernandez, Cantu, Tejada, and Marquez, the 4 men due up now, have a great, great start. Hernandez, 6 for his first 10. 2 batted in. A triple. This one's low from Van Way. Cantu 6 for his first 13, also with 2 RBI, 2 doubles. Marquez 2 home runs. This is fouled away over the picnic pavilion in right field, and that's going to find the parking lot. A couple of folks running after it in vain. It's 1-1. We'll see how aggressive Francisco Cabrera wants to be. He was sending runners left and right a couple games ago, and this one's in the dirt. 2-1. Well, this is a good count if you want to try something. And they do have a slight shift on for Hernandez. The second baseman is pulled toward the bag. Pretty good hole on the right side. There goes Perez. This is swung on, fouled away. So they did have something on there. Either the straight steal or the hit and run. Not the greatest jump in the world for Perez, so had Hernandez not swung and fouled it away, they may have had him. 2-2 now to Dominique here in the bottom of the first. Not running is Perez, and he swings and misses. Chase badly there, and there's one away. Or excuse me, there's two away. That's the first strikeout. Now Ulysses Cantu. Cantu at third. He started each game at third base. Takes a fastball at the letters for strike one. Two away here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Range Riders. There goes Perez. Cantu swings and misses. A throw from Abreu way offline into center field. Perez is going to get up. He's going to go to third, and the throw is too late. So a stolen base, E2. It's the second error on Abreu. Two strikes on Cantu, though. Let's see if he can get him in. He'll need a two-strike hit. Cantu, does he go? Yes, as the home plate umpire, and that's it. So the Range Riders get out of the inning without the run scoring. We head to the top of the second. 1-0 Range Riders. You're watching Vibes Baseball here on YouTube. Top of two, Brandon Trammell, Michael Nell, and Kevin Jordan, the first three to face Jesus Rios. Welcome back to the ball game. Tyler Peterson live. Little inter-division contest between the Range Riders and the Vibes. This is game 4 of 6. And then we will not see the Range Riders for the rest of the year after this last 3-game series. This is Trammell. He takes low. Trammell 5 for 14, a home run and 7 RBI. There's a good strike on the outside, 1-1. We also saw Trammell on the mound. A scoreless inning. Walked a man, struck out one. Hit to center softly. Hernandez coming in. This will fall. Trammell's got a leadoff single. In on the hands of Trammell with that pitch and just served it into center field. Sort of like a tennis backhand. And here's Nell. Michael Nell, his third start of the season. First pitch is hit up. Behind second. Tejada in right. Does he see it? Yes, he does. Now he does. He makes the catch. Stuck his hands out at first, as if he didn't know where the ball was, but that's one away. Nell only lasts one pitch. And now here's Kevin Jordan. Jordan with his third start as well. Just one for his first 9. No home runs, no RBI. Short lead at first for Trammell. And the pitch is a strike at the top of the zone. One out here in the top of the second. 1-0 Range Riders. We'll check on Trammell. He gets back easily. Just a soft throw from Rios. Want to say hello to all 115 folks watching our broadcast on YouTube. Whether you're here in Colorado Springs or up north in Glacier. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. It's Springs Appreciation Night. A lot of free tickets. A lot of folks coming to see these sweet new baby blue jerseys. Another soft toss over to first. He gets back. Everybody playing tonight. Northern Colorado and Billings. They start at 6:35. So they're going while we're going. This is fouled back. Onto the concourse. 3 other games at 7 o'clock. We'll have Missoula at Great Falls. Grand Junction against Ogden. And Idaho Falls takes on Boise, this time in Boise. They just finished a 3-game set from Melaleuca Field. Still 0-2 on Jordan. And a nice take there. It's 1-2. 1 out, runner at first. That's Trammell. And a 1-2 count on Jordan. It's a good waist pitch on 1-2. Trammell's got a lean going at first. Not going. And again, Jordan stays alive. Talk about jerseys. These Park Ranger green ones that Glacier has. They've been wearing them all 4 games. I don't know if they have a change kit, but there's strike 3 called on the outside. It's the second strikeout for Rios. They don't have a home game till mid-June, do the Range Riders. It's a nice breaking ball. Lara got the call. Might have been a touch off the plate. It was good enough. Our umpires tonight, Kenny Aducci at home. Doug Hodges at first, William Berger at third. Kenny Aducci, the only change from our first 3 games. Cameron Monaco was with this crew. 2 outs now, man at first. Here in the top of the second. Pitch outside to Felix Abarut. It's only the second start for Abarut. Took an 0 for 4 in his first start. Only man on the roster without a hit. Of the ones who have played in the field, that is. This is hit to right field. Back is Tejada. Under it. Still going back. Still going back. It's off the wall. And it gets past Tejada. They're going to send home Trammell. He's going to score. Thinking 3 is Aberroot. He will have 3. It's a 2-out, opposite field triple. And Tejada certainly had trouble with it. Was not able to track it down. It would have been a nice play had he got there. But for Aberroot, he just doubles the lead for Glacier. They now lead 2-0. And that's some clutch hitting. He gets his first hit, first RBI, first extra base hit of the season. Here's Brant Broussard. Broussard's done a nice job at the bottom of the lineup. Three hits for Broussard. 5 runs. He's walked 3 times as well. He's stolen 2 bases. The 1-0 is grounded towards short. Perez spears it, throws onto first, and that's the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left on base. The damage is 1. The runs are now 2 for Glacier as we head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Range Riders. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Back inside UC Health Park, 2-0 Range Riders here in the bottom of the second. Tyler Peterson live on YouTube. Next inning, we'll be joined by Aaron Griffith, our assistant general manager. Talk about these sweet new jerseys. Here's Miguel Tejada Jr. This is hit into right field. That's a base hit. Just took what Van Way offered him, sent it the other way. That's his 7th hit of the year, a team high. Nice inside-out swing. Here's Caleb Marquez. Well, Caleb's got the big flies, both of them. 2 home runs in the same ball game. A lot of power. First pitch, swung on and missed. Late on that fastball, it's 0-1. Marquez has 3 hits, and they're all extra base hits. 2 big flies and a double. He scored 3 runs. It's another swing and a miss, and Marquez is down 0-2. Van Way set on 0-2. Marquez swings and misses. 1-2-3. He is set down. That's strikeout number 3 for Logan Van Way. He struck out 6 Vibes in his opening day start. That'll bring up Paul Carreño. Blew that one right by Marquez. Check on Tejada, he gets back. Paul Carreño, third start, 2 hits in 8 at-bats. He had a big 2-run double in the Vibes come from behind victory back on the 25th. There goes Tejada, pitches high and outside. Aberut waits, he throws, and the ball is dropped. That's a stolen base for Miguel Tejada. So man on second, 1 out, and you could see Aberut, he just waited 1 moment to get it right. It was on line, but the shortstop, Howell, just could not bring it in. So now Carreño bats with a man in scoring position. The pitch is fouled into the stands. Heads up. Boy, right onto the concourse at about chest level. It's like everyone's okay. Van Way has not allowed a run in either of his starts yet. Swing and a miss. Chase the high fastball. And now it's 1-2. The 1-2 to Carreño. Swung on, popped up. Out of play. Van Way's got an interesting action. Sort of 3/4. He sort of snaps the whip with his arm. Maybe that's what allows him to get that good run on that fastball. Setting up outside is Aberut, and that's high. It's 2-2. On deck is Julian Lara. Vibes trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. 1 away. Tejada at second. This is popped up out of play again. It bounced up. It hit a fan on the bounce, but he's all right. Everyone's giving him the thumbs up from over there. Still 2-2 to Carreño. And now he wants time. Man at second, 1 away in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Boy. Haven't seen the breaking ball much today, but he breaks it again here. 2 strikeouts after the leadoff man got on. And now here's Julian Lara. Lara, opportunity for an RBI. Will be his first. 2 hits on the year. He did triple. Sent the ball all the way out to that left field wall a couple games ago. This is game 4 of the season. We'll have 48 at home, 48 away. And every Friday in these Baby Blue Springs jerseys. Ground ball toward Wofford. It gets through to right field. They're going to send Tejada. Trammell to the plate. It's offline. He scores 2-1. And for Lara, a 2-out RBI single. His first run batted in this year. Here's Ada Rosales. It was going to be a close play. If Trammell got that right on the bag, Tejada would have been out, but it was just a little bit up the line. First pitch to Rosales. He swings and misses. Got some sunshine breaking through now. It's been overcast all day, but it has been quite warm. Lara back to the bag. Glacier 2, Vibes 1 here in the bottom of the second. 2 away. And Lara at first. Rosales takes high. Ader is just 1 for 3. Still 18 years old. Here's a ground ball toward the second baseman, Jordan. Takes it on a big hop, goes the short way, and the inning is over. But the Vibes get one back on 2 hits. The RBI single from Lara. We head to the top of the third. Glacier 2, Vibes 1. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to the ball game. Ben McConnell stands in against Jesus Rios in a 2-1 ball game. And as promised, a special guest has just entered the booth. Pitch to the plate. Half swing. Does he go? No. It's our AGM, Mr. AG. It's in the name. Aaron Griffith, our assistant general manager.
Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You know, I'm all right. We've got a good night for baseball tonight, good weather, a lot of fans showing up, so all good.
You know, I want to go into a few things with you, but can we just first point out how clean these new baby blue jerseys are?
Dude, I saw them warming up this morning, and it's incredible. They look even better than I could have hoped, and I've gotten lots of compliments from the people in the stands, so it's good.
2-1 to McConnell, leading off the top of the third. So these are brand spanking new. Just brought them in this offseason. Do you have any intel on how the idea came about, the colors? This is hit to left, and that'll get foul, 2-2. Little origin story behind him?
Yeah, it's a good story. Over the offseason, that's when we do all of our planning, right? And part of that planning, of course, includes uniforms. And so we have a graphic designer, kind of on retainer is the best word that I can think of, but he does incredible work. He actually is with DNVR up in Denver. But he designed our full slate of uniforms this year, aside from the road. And when we sat down and thought about what we wanted to do, he'll tell you that I was dead set on baby blue, which is true. And he'll tell you that, he probably won't tell you that he opposed the baby blue. So we knew we wanted baby blue. I wanted it a throwback, and I lost that vote, but I think they turned out okay. We wanted to give an homage back to the city and the region, and so the Springs jerseys were born.
And if someone wants to get their hands on one of these, what's the best way they can do that?
Well, unfortunately, at this very moment, you're going to have to move a boat from about, I don't even know how many miles it is. They're stuck in a port. We were supposed to get them last week. We had a run of like 150 of them, and they are totally gone. So sooner rather than later, we will get a new shipment of them. But for now, keep your eyes on the team store online.
We will do that. 3-2 to McConnell. And that's ball 4. Talking with our assistant GM, Aaron Griffith. Well, let's get to know a little bit about you, Aaron. New into the role this year, but you've been with the club for a while.
I have. This is my 3rd year. It's been awesome, man. I started as a ticketing and merch intern, and then COVID hit, and so I learned a lot about the facility more so than the team, and that really helped me. And so last year oversaw ticketing and merch, and then in this past off season got the bump, and that's where we're at today.
This is Gabe Howell, nobody out, man at first pitch off the plate, batting here in the top of the 3rd. You are originally from
Thornton, Colorado, 30 minutes north of Denver.
Always been a baseball fan?
Always. Rockies fan, unfortunately enough. 07 is my best claim to glory, and
it's that Matt Holliday sliding into home against the Padres.
He made it. Don't even start with me, but yes.
I just remember his hand getting stepped on by, was it Nick Hundley? Somebody, and I just thought, that's got to hurt.
I'm sure it did, and it was stepped on while it was on the plate. I see what you're trying to do there.
Diving back again is McConnell. I'm not contesting anything. I remember that game. I was slightly older than you, but pretty young.
I was 8 years old, if that gives away my age. And I have vivid memories of sitting in my living room watching it with my dad. And I, on a good day, could probably name all 25 players on that roster. It was incredible.
Is there is it Brian Spilborg sighting on that team?
No, I don't think Spilly came till 09. He was probably in the system, though, at that time.
Swing and a miss. There goes the runner. This will be caught by Rios. It's a stolen base.
It's funny you bring up Spilly, though. Spilly is involved in the project in northern Colorado with the Owls. So I don't know the full extent of it. I think he's a part owner or majority owner maybe of the complex that they're building up there. So he's involved in the Pioneer League a little bit. My
understanding is that complex will be ready by next year. The Vibes, of course, travel to northern Colorado on Tuesday. They're going to play all 4:05 games because the University of Colorado, or North Colorado, I should say, has no lights. So they got to play in the day. And as I'm told by a source on a team, no batter's eye either, which is a little bit odd. Well, luckily our guys can hit, so I'm not too worried about that. But, they're trying to make that facility really pretty and really beautiful, and they want it buttoned up before eyes get on it. And power to them. I think it's going to be a really great facility, and things like that take time. So, UNC was gracious enough to host, and we're excited to go beat them up a little bit. And you make a good point. That's one team that says, hey, we want this to be 100% by the time it's ready. Glacier is taking a different approach. They're going to have the field built and some standings, but the whole stadium itself, clubhouse, might not be ready, but they are ready to play baseball up there. But I believe the first home game will be late June, maybe about June the 21st for Glacier. Hit to center field. Hernandez has to play it on a hop. Will they send McConnell? They will. This is not going to be close at home. An RBI single for Howell, and it's 3-1. Well, in this job, Aaron, you sort of have to be a baseball fan because in minor league baseball, for the hours that you put in, if you don't like baseball, you're not going to have a very good time. That is very true. And, if you ever get Dan Ortiz in this booth, I'm going to steal a quote right out of his mouth. And he says something along the lines of, I'm blessed to be here and I love what I do every day. And he's absolutely right. It's not for the faint of heart, and it's hard. And it, to your point, yes, is long hours. But at the end of the day, as I'm sitting here, I look out and we have a lot of people in the park. It's a beautiful night, like I mentioned when we got on. And, stuff like that you just can't recreate. You can't, there's nothing like it. This is sort of the consummation of your hard work, the hours, giving family entertainment to everyone. There goes Howell. This is a stolen base.
It is, and we put a lot of time and effort and energy into this place. And don't get me wrong, there are things that we're still working on and would like to change and see, but we're very proud of what we've been able to do here, given the circumstances, given the team history, given the, everything that we've been through. We're very proud to look out there and see what we see today.
Rios against Wofford. This is swung on, hit to right field. That's a base hit. Tejada's going to come up. They're going to hold Howell at third. And it's first and third, and nobody out. 3 straight hits to begin this inning. Or 3 straight base runners, I should say. A walk and 2 singles. That'll bring up Dean Miller. And that'll start some action now in the Vibes bullpen. Speaking with our assistant general manager, Aaron Griffith. Aaron, what are some of the things that folks can look forward to? I know we're going to have a couple specialty nights, maybe still in the works, but anything you can tease with us tonight?
Yeah, a few things. So promo nights are obviously our bread and butter, right? That's what the people come for. We've got some good ones on the docket. Next homestand, I believe we get the Chuckers at home. Friday is sold out. Friday will be our first fireworks show, and then Saturday is Army Air Force night.
That's going to go stolen base for Wofford, and an E2 on Lara to allow Howell to score. 4-1 Range Riders.
So anyway, I'm going to talk through that play because that wasn't a particularly good one. But, Army Air Force is also one of our bigger nights of the year. Free tickets to all military, whether you're in one of those 2 divisions or not. But it's so cool. We get the 1st Battalion out here. We've done Mounted Color Guard in the past. We really go all out. Navy Fed will be here for that, and it's going to be a really, really fun night. I guess your teaser for that is we may or may not have a giveaway that day. So for anybody out there listening, if you're military, get here early on Saturday the 11th.
1-1 now to Dean Miller, the DH. He flied out to center to end the first. Man on second, no outs. 4-1 Range Riders here in the top of the 3rd inning. Tyler Peterson alongside our assistant general manager, Aaron Griffith. And there's strike 3 to Miller. Third strikeout now for Rios. And finally, the first out of the inning.
I love this baby blue glove that he's got going on out there. I don't know if we touched on that before, but matches the jerseys
Rios'
very well.
glove?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little baby blue action on there.
It is. Hey, these guys come prepared. I was looking at Gio Diaz's batting gloves today. They were all vibed out.
Some of these guys have like diamond studs that I swear are larger than a wedding ring, and it's cool. It's really cool.
Unfortunately, I don't have any bling like that. I mean,
No.
Listen, we all get a certain ring should we win a championship at the end of the season, and of course, we'll. I think we all know what we're talking about. We'll see what if that happens by the end of the year. Line drive into right field, a base hit. Will they send the runner Wofford? They will not. Going to second on the play and safe. I'll have to look back to see if he was running on the play, but my feeling is that's going to be a double. A double for Trammell. Getting Wofford to third, and now it's first and third and 1 out. You allow 2, but you can still get out of this inning and feel pretty good about yourself. They're going to bring the infield halfway in. Corners will come right even with the grass. Middle infielders will be playing along the baseline. And this is Michael Nell, who flied to right in his first at-bat. First pitch from Rios. That's down low. Aaron, I know you do a lot during the game, before the game. How much actual baseball do you get to enjoy every night?
Not a lot. Opening day, I joke with people. I didn't start watching the game until probably the 7th inning or so. Today, I was out directing cars in the parking lot, and then I went and scanned some tickets, before first pitch. So, jack of all trades. This is actually very nice and refreshing to sit back, relax, and catch some baseball.
Looks like Victor Buelna is warming in that Vibes bullpen as we speak. Nell swings and misses.
That's a good pitch.
I think folks sort of may not know the behind the scenes that goes into minor league baseball, the 9 a.m. to 1 a.m.s you sometimes have to pull from top to bottom, from intern all the way up to Chris Jones, our president. How would you summarize what that effort is like day in, day out?
Boy, put me on the spot. It's grueling, but it's rewarding at the same time. We touched on it. Yes, we're here for a long time. Yes, we're working hard and long, and it doesn't matter because these are nights that we love. I was giddy before the game started. I saw a line out into the parking lot almost, and so it's exciting. This is why we do what we do, and I know I can speak for a lot of our staff in the fact that they agree. They agree that it's all in the thrill.
That's strike 3 to Michael Nell. He strikes out swinging. They're not going to ask for the appeal. I think Nell sort of knows he went around. 2 away, 4th strikeout for Rios. And now Rios is just 1 out away from getting out of this inning with only 2 across, which would be big for him.
You do a stat of the day in here, Tyler?
We can certainly start.
I'm very curious to see what that spin rate is on that curveball.
Well, you know what? We can ask our friend Donnie Bailey, running the TrackMan tonight.
We certainly could. Have you seen that TrackMan?
I have not been able to get my hands on any numbers yet throughout my broadcast. I would have loved to see what that Caleb Marquez home run the other day was caught at, because it looked like the ball came off his bat at 200 miles an hour.
I don't know the exit velo, but I know it went 440. So if that tells you anything, he hit it hard.
0-2, just a bit low. For the Vibes in the bottom of the third, it's the top of the order, Diaz, Perez, and Hernandez.
So, Tyler, now it's my turn. I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh, flip the table on it.
Yes. You excited to see your old employer next week? Or 2 weeks, I guess?
Swing and a miss. We'll save that for on the other side. It's Glacier Range Riders 4, Vibes 1 as we head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Caleb Marquez, and you're watching Vibes Baseball.
Infield single for... Oh, no, excuse me. Was that a pop-up? I was so...
I don't know. We were scrambling.
It was a bunted pop-up. It was caught by the pitcher, and there's one away. Well, I wanted to get that radio rejoiner in.
That was tremendous. That was good. Caleb's got a voice for radio.
At the expense of a pop-out. That's swing and a miss by Brandon Perez. Tyler Peterson, Aaron Griffith, the Vibes assistant general manager. Perez with one out. This is hit to right field. Over is Trammell. This will fall. It's a base hit for Perez.
Changed his swing from last year. Much calmer now. It's about the only baseball tidbit I think I can provide for you tonight.
A year older, a year wiser, perhaps, for Perez, who I believe is still only 20 years old. A single for Brandon. Here's Dominique Hernandez. Got a chance to catch up with both Dominique and Caleb before the game. There goes Brandon. The throw from Aberroot. Oh, that's on the money, and he is toast at second base. Caught stealing goes 2-4, and 2 quick outs. Hernandez now at the plate with the bases empty. I haven't even begun to address the question on the top of the third. There's already 2 outs in the inning. You were asking me before. My former employer, the Idaho Falls Chuckers, will be in town starting on June the 7th, a 6-game series. I am excited to see them because I still have a lot of good friends on that team, including the manager, Billy Gardner Jr.
They're a good group of guys over there.
A sister club as well to the Vibes, all in the Elmore Sports Group family.
Yep.
2-1 to Hernandez, off the fists into center field, a base hit.
Is Billy Butler in Idaho Falls?
Billy Butler is in Idaho Falls. He was the listed hitting coach last year, but he had a lot of other outside of the organization duties. I saw him maybe for a total of about 14 of the 96.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Bob
he was
Malachy?
here. He was here at one point. I do remember that.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. No, Idaho Falls is fun, though. We get a lot of Twitter beef with them.
That's your counterpart, assistant GM Chris Hall over there in Idaho Falls.
Don't give up their secrets. Yeah, Chris is great.
Well, listen, it's not much of a secret when you see Kansas City Chiefs games being tweeted live on that account. You know who's running it. Shout out to Chris out there. This is a 4-1 ball game here in the bottom of the third. Hernandez at first. At the plates is Ulysses Cantu, who struck out. The Vibes last year did not fare too well against the Chuckers. They, for some reason, played 24 games against a team in another division. They took 2 of those 24 games, both at Idaho Falls. I remember one game was won by Aron Solis. The other game won by, is it Seth Davis?
Yeah, Seth was awesome for Vibes fans coming back and listening to that. Oh, that's coming up.
This just popped into the stands. Foul, now 1-2 against Cantu.
Yeah, for anybody returning from last year, Seth was an awesome story. We called him Little Shohei because he was a lefty reliever, and one day we were deep into the bench. He comes on and pinch hits, and I kid you not, he hit a probably 400-foot home run to right.
Cantu, line drive, foul.
Again, as a pitcher, pinch hitting. The next day he started in right, so very Shohei-esque of him. And I believe he's in Monclova now. So
it's one of the great things about this partnership is you're in front of the eyes of MLB scouts, but you've also have your own organization of Monclova, so you might get called up to MLB, you might get called up to LMB, either one. And this partnership with Monclova has paid dividends for the players. 5 guys from last year's roster now with affiliated clubs. Swing and a miss by Hernandez, and that'll do it for the inning. Aaron, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate having you here.
You betcha. Thanks for having me. For everybody listening, thanks for tuning in. And next Friday will be the next Springs Day.
We head to the top of the fourth, 4-1 Glacier. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Top of inning number 4, a new pitcher for the Chuckers. It's Victor Buelna. Buelna has the lone win of the year. He is 1-0 with a 3.86 ERA. He's only pitched 2 1/3 innings. This is his second appearance. Allowed a run on 2 hits, a walk and 2 strikeouts. He starts the 4th against Aberut, Broussard, and McConnell. 4-1 Glacier on the top of inning number 4. First pitch down low. Aberut an RBI triple in his first at bat. Good to have our first guest of the year, Aaron Griffith, stopping by for the 3rd inning. Rope to left. This is down for 1. Could be more. It will be more. To the wall. Aberut coasting into second. He will have a double. So suddenly cycle watch for Felix Aberut, the triple and the double. And that leads off the top of inning number 4. There's the 9th place hitter, Brant Broussard. 7 hits now for Glacier. Blown to the plate. Broussard puts down a bunt, but he puts it down foul. No one out, runner at second here in the top of inning number 4. The corners are in. Marquez on the grass. Cantu even with the bag. Well into the plate. Hit to center. Sending Hernandez back. Still going back. Reaches up, makes a leaping catch. There's one away. Tagging from second, going to third is Aberut. A productive out for Brant Broussard. And with one out, it turns over to the top of the order, Ben McConnell. Hernandez just slightly misplaying that ball. Broke in and then had to break back, but like we talked about, line drives right at you. It's the hardest ball to track down. McConnell is 0 for 1. Walked, stole a base, and scored in the 3rd inning. Corners are still in. Middle infield about halfway. One out, runner at third. Ground ball through the hole into right field, a base hit, and an RBI. McConnell picks up his first of the day. His second RBI of the season. And it's 5-1 Range Riders. The Vibes have been hidden well, so have the Range Riders. Well, so has the whole Pioneer League. I was looking through some of the box scores over the last few days when the Vibes were off, and if memory serves, I believe there was only one box score in the entire Pioneer League where one team in any game did not score 10 or more runs. I believe there was a 4-2 final. I forget which matchup it was. It might have been Missoula and Billings. But in every other game, at least one team scored 10 or more runs. And it's been the case in the games in Colorado Springs as well. That's consistent with what we saw last year. There goes the runner McConnell. The throw from Lara will not be made. That's a stolen base. 3 steals now for Glacier. Now it's a runner at second with 1 out. The 1-1 on its way to Howell. That's down low. Looks like we will see Logan Van Way into the 4th. I only say that because I do not see any action down in that Glacier bullpen. Previously, all the starters went 3 innings, just as sort of a build-up to the season. 1 out, runner at second here in the top of the 4th. A run in. And now they're going to check on the runner at second. He gets back. Wellness throw to the first base side of second. Coming set is Buelna. They're keeping an eye on McConnell. Carreño playing very close to the bag. Now he backs off. Pitch to the plate. Down low again. 3-1. Howell already today, an RBI single. Give him 13. I'm not even going to look it up. I'm going to say that absolutely that leads the Pioneer League. Ooh. Just a bit inside, and it's ball 4. Now first and second, that does at least set up the double play. All the other games now in action. We're going to get a visit here from Vibes pitching coach. That's Hylan Peguero. Top of the 3rd in Ogden, Grand Junction, and the Raptors playing. It's Ogden 1-0. In Great Falls, the 3-0 Voyagers playing the 3-0 Paddleheads. Voyagers with an early 2-0 lead. And then things just getting started in Billings and Boise. It's 2 scoreless games. Long talk with pitching coach Peguero here. It's first and third with 1 out. It's Wofford at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Opened the game up with a home run in the first. First and second, excuse me. The runner McConnell was talking with third base coach Stu Peterson during the talk. So when I looked at it, yes, he was standing at third, but he's actually at second. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. And a spin around. No one there. He comes back. We are using a pitch clock tonight, and now that we have it set up, we will use it for the rest of the season. Buelna gets 17 seconds with runners on base to come set. If he fails to do so, a ball is issued in the at-bat. Likewise, if the batter is not in the batter's box by the time the clock strikes 8 on the countdown, he'll be issued a strike. There go the runners. It's a double steal. Lara will attempt no throw. 2 more stolen bases in the ballgame. That's now 6 for the game. And a whole different situation now. Second and third, 1 out. They have not been shy about testing Lara today. He didn't catch the ball clean. That's inside. So this is a big moment in this ball game. A 4-run deficit. That's sort of the extent to where you want to be if you're trailing, because you can still get all 4 runs back with one swing. But anything bigger than that. This is cranked to right. That's deep. Off the top of the wall. Tejada's going to throw it in. Wofford's going to have 2. They're going to hold the back runner at third. I thought that was gone off the bat. Instead, they're just going to swap base runners around. Wofford at second, in with a double. Scoring is McConnell, and to third, Howell. It's 6-1, Glacier. It certainly had the look, just not deep enough, and the wind was blowing against them there. Another RBI for Wofford. Still only 1 away here in the top of inning number 4. Blown it to the plate, inside, off the glove of Lara, ball 1. Miller today is 0 for 2. He flied to center, struck out looking. It's both against Jesus Rios. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. The complete Pioneer League standings, everyone's played 3 games, and everyone tonight is playing their 4th. In the North, Great Falls and Missoula both perfect, 3-0. And they are the only 2 teams who have not lost. A game behind them, these Glacier Range Riders, who are a game back, as are the Idaho Falls Chuckers at 2-1. The Billings Mustangs still looking for their first win at 0-3. In the South, again, 3 games in, but a little bit more cramped. Grand Junction with the best record at 2-1. And then Ogden, Boise, and your Rocky Mountain Vibes all at 1-2. That's a game out of first place. Northern Colorado still wants its first win. They're 0-3. Ground ball foul. And the Owls play the Mustangs today, so one of those 2 teams up in Billings will get their first win of the season. Miller 6 hits in 12 at-bats, batting right at .500. This is down the right field line, but out of play. Victor Buelna from Los Mochis in Mexico. He's 23 years old. Second and third, 1 away, a 1-2 count to Miller. Top of inning number 4, 7-1. This is hit to right. Back is Tejada. Looking up, it's off the wall. This will score 2. Miller is going to think about 3 and now has to get back to second. A 2-run double. And as I'm counting up these runs, I think our score bug on the stream is actually wrong. It's 8-1 as we speak. And that's going to do it for Buelna. Here comes Francisco Cabrera. He's going to make the change. We're going to take a break. It's 8-1 Glacier here in the top of the 4th. Jose Mora, the new Vibes pitcher. Tough night for both Jesus Rios and Victor Buelna. First of the line for Rios. 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. For Buelna, he only goes a third of an inning, allows 4 hits, so far 4 runs, a walk, and no strikeouts. This is Trammell, pitches way behind him. That's a wild pitch. To third goes Miller. Jose Mora, 20 years old, from Sonora, Mexico. This pitch hits a left. Out of play, though. This is the 3rd game now for Mora. 2 2/3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs on 3 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. That hits Miller, or Trammell, excuse me. So that was an uncomfortable bat for Brandon Trammell, to say the least. A wild pitch behind his back, then a hit by pitch. It looked like it got him on the Evo Shield, but I'll have to take a look at my delay feed here to see exactly where it got him. In any case, it's Michael Nell with first and third. And not quite on that elbow guard. Slightly in the back, slightly on the back of the elbow guard. Middle infield back. They'll try to turn 2, corners even. Ground ball to third baseman. Cantu, it goes right through him. That's going to be a straight error. E5. Nell will get an RBI. Cannot assume the double play there. This is hit to right field. Tejada, he's got to break back. It's over his head. It's going to one-hop the wall. And now the carousel is going to start. Tejada slightly drops it. They're going to send the trailing runner. 2 more runs score, and now the Range Riders have broken it open here. They extend this lead way out. Credit to Jordan. He knocks in 2 after striking out twice. And this has become a big inning. Seven runs. It's 11-1. There's a strike. Man at second. Still just 1 out. That's a called strike 2 on Aberut. This is the 10th batter to bat in this inning, so I got to blow a column out in my scorebook here. I said before, I was happy to do it on the right side of my scorebook. Not so happy to do it on my left side of the scorebook, but I have to, or else my scorebook's going to get mighty messy. Ground ball toward Perez, scoops it up, looks the runner back, throws on to first. There's out number 2. Five hits in the inning, 7 runs. for Buelna. That closes the book on his night. 5 runs all earned. This is Trammell. The first pitch is down low. 2 outs in the inning. It's the top of the 4th. Glacier with a big 11-1 lead. Moore looking to finally get out of the inning. This is hit to center field. Hernandez broke in. It's going to be right at him. He makes the catch. The inning is over. 7 runs, 5 hits, an error, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Work to do for Rocky Mountain. You're watching the Vibes on YouTube. Miguel Tejada Jr. leads it off for the Vibes. They trail 11-1. The Range Riders did in that inning what the Vibes did to them a few nights ago. They put up a 7 spot. This first pitch hidden to right. It's going to fall for a base hit. Tejada's 2 for 2. Well, if you're going to start somewhere, you better start with the leadoff man in the next inning getting on. You want to start chipping away. A new pitcher for the Range Riders. It's Chris Allen. And the pitching assignments have gone the same way they did in opening night. First Van Way for 3 innings, and now Allen following him in the 4th. He took the win on opening night. He went 3 innings, allowing 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Like Van Way in that first game, he did not allow a run. First pitch to Marquez, fastball outside. Well, the Vibes showed good composure last game. Trailed a couple times, came back a little bit more. They got to start putting some runs together if they want to come back in this one. Here's a strike. Marquez just asking if maybe that one was similar to the previous one. Tejada, short lead at first. Pitch to the plate. That's a breaking ball for a called strike 2. Marquez now down in the count. He struck out in the 2nd. This is hit. Deep to left. Back is Brassard. Gone. The 3rd home run for Caleb Marquez. It's only game number 4. And start chipping away. A 2-run home run. 11-3. And he just gave Allen an ERA. And now Paul Carreño. Well, when he hits it, it goes a long way. 4 hits, 4 extra bases. Chopper to third. Nell's there. Throws over the diamond to get Carreño. And there's 1 away. Here's Lara to face Allen. First pitch is high. Donnie Bailey, our finance director, who's running TrackMan tonight, told us that was 431 off the bat of Marquez. And this is a base hit for Lara. Lara is also 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Ada Rosales. Tyler Peterson live with you here in the bottom of the 4th. 11-3 our ball game. Glad you could join us on YouTube. Hello to the 128 people out there watching us right now. This pitch is in the dirt. And that's tapped foul at the plate. Rosales grounded into a fielder's choice to end the 2nd inning. 2-run home run by Caleb Marquez in the inning. That's his 3rd of the year. Pitch to the plate. Strike at the knees. Those 3 home runs, I also don't think I have to look it up. That's got to lead the Pioneer League now. Rosales the DH today. It's a short bench for the Vibes. No Joshua Esparza. This is hit towards second. Second baseman Jordan flips on to Howell, over to first, and a nicely turned 4-6-3 double play. More on Esparza when we come back. But 2 runs in the inning on a 2-run home run from Caleb Marquez. We head to the top of the 5th. It's Range Riders 11, Vibes 3. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to the ball game. 11-3, Range Riders lead the Vibes. Top of inning number 5, and the top of the order for Glacier: McConnell, Howell, Wofford. They sent 11 men to the plate in the 4th inning. They scored 7 runs. The Vibes able to answer back with 2 of their own on the Marquez home run. And the first pitch from Jose Mora is inside. I was thinking about Victor Buelna and some of these guys who have experience, like Jose Rios. Flip to left. Ins Diaz, still coming in. He goes into a dive and makes a nice catch. What a nice play from Gio Diaz. A headlong dive. And he secures the baseball. 1 away. Here's Gabe Howell. Howell, 1 for 2. Walked, singled, brought in a run. Takes a pitch low. As I was saying, a couple of these guys, they've been part of Mexican Baseball League clubs, and I wonder what the whole makeup of the Mexican League is. This is hit to right. Tejada, he's got to get back on this. He's got to get back on this quickly because he didn't see it initially, and now he drops it. Very late start on that, and that's going to be an E9. He just kept drifting toward the wall, and he got leather on it. But he got it on the heel instead of the webbing. Here's Wofford. Wofford is also on cycle watch. Home run, single, double. Let's learn a little bit more about the Liga Mexicana de Baseball. 18 teams in the Mexican League. Strike to Wofford. Of course, one of those teams is the Acereros de Monclova, the Monclova Steelers. The team which the Vibes are affiliated with. They play in the Northern Division of the Mexican League. Runner on third, 1 out here in the top of inning number 5. Other teams in the Northern Division in Mexico, the Algodoneros de Union Laguna. And I'm trying to think of what that translates to you. I believe algodón is cotton. This is a pop-up on the infield. This will be as good as a strikeout. Who wants it? It'll be Brandon Perez. He makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So it would be huge if Mora can strand this runner at third, because you go from down 10 to down 8. You don't want the momentum going the other way. It's going to be a tough enough task as it is if you want to try to put something together in these last 5 innings. The only good thing is it is early. We have seen this team hit. This is Miller. He taps the first pitch at the plate. Algodón is cotton, so something along the lines there. We have the Generales de Durango, the Durango Generals. Okay. The Mariachis de Guadalajara. I don't think that needs a translation. Again, these are all teams that the big league club, the Acereros, play in Mexico. The Steelers, Monclova, the team which these players belong to. Next on the list are the Rieleros de Aguascalientes. And they've got a train logo. This is hit foul. So the Aguascalientes Railroaders, perhaps? Again, I don't exactly speak fluent Spanish. 1-2 to Miller. Mora set. Pitch on its way. Ground ball back into the glove of Mora. He picks it up. Underhand flip to Marquez. 1-3. The final out is recorded. The inning is over. No runs for Glacier. No hits. There was an error. It allowed a man to get to third, but he is stranded there. One left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 5. 11-3. The Glacier Range Riders lead the Rocky Mountain Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. It's the bottom of the 5th. It's the top of the order. Gio Diaz, Brandon Perez, Dominic Hernandez, Tyler Peterson in the booth. You at home. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're in the car. Wherever you are, we're glad to have you with us. A swing and a miss against Chris Allen to begin the inning. Allen's next pitch can't quite catch the corner. It's 1-1. Diaz, a ground out, a pop out on a bunt. Here's a ground ball back to Allen. He snags it. He's going to flip to the first baseman, Wofford. A 1-3 ended the previous inning. A 1-3 begins the 5th here. One out for Brandon Perez. So we were going through all the teams in the Mexican Baseball League. I looked it up in between innings. The algodoneros are the cotton farmers. This is high to Brandon. So we have the Steelers, the Railroaders, the Generals, the Mariachis, and the cotton farmers. A different branding than some of the teams in MLB for sure. This is a pop-up. It'll reach the press box though. And it's 1-1. There were also the Saraperos de Saltillo, which are the Saltillo Serape wearers. And that is just something that I'm just not familiar with. Is outside my realm of knowledge. So I'll hit up Google and see exactly what that means. Oh. The serape is the long blanket-like shawl or cloak, often bright-colored and fringed. This is a ground ball to third. It's booted by the third baseman. An error on Nell. It's the second error. And now here's the heart of the order. Let's see if the Vibes can continue this. They've gone from down 10 to down 8. And this is the heart of the order in Hernandez, Cantu, Tejada, and Marquez. Fastball from Allen. It's a good one. It's strike one. So the serape is the long blanket-like cloak worn in Mexico, especially by men. So there's one team called the serape wearers. There's the Sultanas de Monterrey, the Sultans. Hernandez pops this up behind first. Jordan says he has it. He does. No infield fly called. He makes the catch, and there's two away. Now here's Ulysses Cantu. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Man at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. This will be a base hit up the middle. Perez, will he try for third? No, and a smart decision. He would have been out by plenty had he tried it. And now here's Miguel Tejada. Well, an error in the field. You want to make up for that, certainly. He's got a chance to here. 2 men on, 2 men out. First pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Two other teams in the Northern Division of Mexico, the Tecolotes de Dos Laredos. Those are the Owls. And the Toros de Tijuana, the Bulls. This is a pop-up over first base, over the dugout, and into the maybe 5th row of the seats. I like Owls as a team nickname. I want to say Temple University are the Owls, if memory serves. The 1-1 to Tejada. He swings and misses. One of our own in the Vibes press box, Sabrina Thomas, our promotions director, is a Temple alum. I'm sure she could tell me. It's 1-2 to Tejada. He'll need a 2-strike hit. This is in the dirt. Taking off for third. And stealing the base is Perez. It'll only become significant, though, if Tejada can get him in. However, a wild pitch now would score a run. The 2-2. Tejada, a ground ball up the middle of second baseman. Jordan is there, flips to Howell, and the inning is over. Vibes cannot score. It stays 11-3 as we head to the 6th inning. You're watching Vibes Baseball here live on YouTube. Top of inning number 6, Jose Mora still on the mound. It's still Tyler Peterson in this broadcast booth, and hopefully it's still you watching this game here live on YouTube. 11-3, Glacier leads. We've got a pinch hitter. It's number 11, Tyler Ryan. He will hit for Trammell. Ryan's had a nice start to the season. He hasn't started every game. In fact, he's come off the bench every time. He had a huge clutch 3-run home run the other night that brought a 4-run lead to the Vibes down to 1. Vibes held on and won that game, though. This is only hit. He takes strike 2. Didn't like the call. The 1-2 to the pinch hitter. Now he wants time. Swing and a miss. Ryan strikes out, and there's 1 away. For Mora, that's strikeout number 1. Mora ended the 4th on the mound, pitched through the 5th, scoreless, and now starts here in the 6th. Some stretching and tossing in that Vibes bullpen, but as long as Mora continues pitching well, they'll keep him in. 6 of the last 7 Range Riders have been retired by Mora. The only one that reached was on an error. Swing and a miss. Michael Nell, 0 for 3, although he did reach. Got an RBI on an error. This is down low. All right, so we gave you the whole Northern Division of the Mexican Baseball League. Let's just recap because you're doing it in between at bats. This is a ground ball. Back to the pitcher, Mora. He's going to need to cover himself. He does. 1 unassisted, and there's 2 away. All right, this Northern Division in the Liga Mexicana de Baseball. The Steelers, the Railroaders, the Generals, the Mariachis, the Cotton Farmers, the Serape Wearers, the Sultans, the Owls, and the Toros. The Bulls. It's a pretty good 9-team division. It was a nice play by Mora as well to realize Marquez was off the base. You just saw the replay there. Ground ball up the middle. Will anyone get there? No, it'll sneak in about as seeing eye as one can get. A 20/20 vision seeing eye ground ball. It's a single for Jordan with 2 outs. Second hit allowed by Mora. And now Felix Abarut. We were on cycle watch through 2 at-bats for Abarut, a triple and a double. He's since grounded out. 2 outs in the inning. The first pitch is fouled down the right field line. Check in around the league, see what's going on. It appears that maybe stats aren't coming in from Boise, but I'll give you updates around the rest of the league. That's a nice breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2. It's like in northern Colorado. The Billings Mustangs lead the Owls after 1 inning. Actually, if I'm correct, that game actually just started. It was delayed due to rain, so they're only in the bottom of the first. 2 strikes on Amber Roots. A ground ball to Perez. Gets a nice big chopper. Goes the short way to Carreño, and the inning is over. 2 straight scoreless innings for Jose Mora. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. 11-3. The Vibes trail. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of the 6th, it's Mr. Home Run, Caleb Marquez to face Chris Allen. And the first pitch is in the dirt. Marquez homered off of Allen in the 4th. Allen now out to pitch his 3rd inning of work. It's an 8-run game. The Vibes trail. That pitch just high, 2-0. Marquez hit the ball 430 feet. 431 feet to be precise. Big swing and a miss. He's down 1 strike, 2-1. We do have the TrackMan up and running, so we do know some of these advanced analytics. There's strike 2. Marquez, Carreño, and Lara in this inning. I was talking earlier about Joshua Esparza. Remember back to the previous game, he went into the bag awkwardly on a close play and hurt his leg. He is on the lineup card, but I am told that he will not be available to play tonight. So there's only 1 man on the bench, and that's Jesus Urbago, a catcher. The 3-2. That's high. It's ball 4. Leadoff walk to Caleb Marquez. And here's Carreño. Carreño's 0 for 2 today. Started all the games at second base. Short lead for Marquez. The first pitch, a strike at the knees. The 1-0. There's a strike on the outside. Both bullpens quiet. A little bit of stretching going on down the right field line, but no action on the bump. Leadoff walk to Marquez here in the 6th. He gets a slightly bigger lead, not going anywhere. And Carreño hits one back toward me, and just a few rows short. I was ready. I should have brought my glove. One and two to Carreño. Pitch from Allen, swung on, fouled back, but into the screen. Enya, our cameraman, had to be ready, was coming back. He's running our high home cam. Got Kevin Millard, our TD, back in the studios, and Hayden Everhart, our other camera guy. They're the ones making this all possible on YouTube. We appreciate them. It's still 2-2 on Paul Carreño. Lefty-lefty. This is cued foul down the left field line. Two and two. That's strike three called at the knees. Carreño didn't like the call for Allen. It's his first strikeout of the night. We just hit 8:30 Mountain Daylight Time. We are officially 2 hours into this ball game. And here's Julian Lara. Lara, 2 at-bats, 2 singles, and an RBI. This pitch in the dirt. Vibes with 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th. Lara, the RBI single in the 2nd, and the man on first, Caleb Marquez, the 2-run home run in the 4th. The 1-0 grounded down the line, past the third baseman. This will be extra bases for Lara. Luani Sanchez waving in Marquez. Here he comes. The relay throw home will not be made. It's a RBI double for Julian Lara. His 3rd hit, his 2nd RBI. It's a 7-run deficit. And you got to stop somewhere. And now here's Rosales. 2 ground balls for Rosales. Fielder's choice out. And a double play. 0 for 2. The DH tonight. Half swing. Does he go? Yes, says the first base umpire. Or excuse me, yes, says the home plate umpire. No appeal. Rosales won't ask for an appeal either. Oh and 1. On deck, top of the order, and Gio Diaz. 1 out, a man at second. Allen to the plate. Rosales takes a strike. Springs Appreciation Day tonight. And I'm sure the Springs would appreciate a Vibes comeback. These beautiful baby blue jerseys that we'll see every Friday night home game. It's 0-2 to Rosales. Ground ball to first. Waffer takes the high hop. He's got a flip to his pitcher, Allen, who covers, who steps on the base. 2 away. To third goes Lara. That play goes 3-1. And now here's Gio Diaz. A run in for the Vibes here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner at third, 2 outs. First pitch to Diaz. Fastball for a strike. Three more innings after this one. Sands of the hourglass. Trickling away. It's still got time left, but in a situation like this, a man at third, when you're down 7, it's imperative that Diaz bring home Lara. Diaz with the closed stance, bat over his head. It's pitch high and outside. On deck, Brandon Perez. He's been on base 3 times, a walk, a single, and reached on an E5. He would love to bat in this inning. Allen kicks. Diaz down the left field line, right field line into the Vibes bullpen. And now a right-handed pitcher starts to toss in the Range Rider bullpen. Diaz has to protect. This is in the dirt. And now the count will run full. Reed Johnson is the righty down in the bullpen for the Range Riders. Allen to the plate, a ground ball towards second. It'll be scooped up by Jordan, and that'll end the inning. A run in on a hit, the double from Lara. That makes it 11-4 as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching Vibes Baseball live here on YouTube. Top of the 7th, a 7-run lead for Glacier. It's 11-4. Jose Mora still on the mound. It'll be 9-1-2. Broussard, McConnell, Howell to face him. First pitch from the righty is high. It's nice work from Mora. 1 earned run, and now this is the 4th frame he has thrown in. Heads up press box as that hits off of a upper window. I think Jake Ross, our public address announcer, he was ready for it. Sophie, our intern as well, they were ready. Ground ball towards second. Carreño on a dive. It gets past him. And now here's Ben McConnell. McConnell, a hit in 4 plate appearances. He walked. He scored twice. And this is a pinch hitter. This is not Howell. Oh, excuse me. This is, we're only at McConnell. 9-1-2, Tyler, not 1-2-3. It's Broussard at first, McConnell at the plate, and there's Howell. I see him. He's on deck. A strike from Mora. There is a righty warming in the Vibes bullpen, so Mora, for the good work he's put in, may not be around for much too longer. It's outside. It's now 2-1. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. The Vibes only have 9 outs left to score 7 runs. Looking around the league, 2-0 Mustangs in the bottom of the 2nd over Northern Colorado. The Voyagers leading the Paddleheads 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th in Great Falls. In Ogden, it's Rockies 4, Raptors 5, that in the top of the 6th. Pitch to the plate, swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts for Mora. And here's Howell. Howell, 1 hit in this ball game. He scored 2 runs. He's been on base 3 times. A single, a walk, and an error by the right fielder, Tejada. There goes the runner. This is into center field. This is going to be a stolen base and an error. Stolen base. Error on Lara. Runner at third, 1 out. That was a stolen base, up 7 for the Range Riders. That's low now. Howell has 13 RBI, and a fly ball or a ground ball will get him number 14. All he's got to do is put it in play. Mora pitching for the strikeout. 2-0. It's a strike on the outside. In this same situation, in the 5th inning, he got Brody Wofford to pop up to the shortstop. And he was able to get out of the inning on a ground ball. A pop out here is as good as a strikeout, even better because you throw fewer pitches. And that's outside. It's 3-1. That is outside for ball 4. So a walk to Howell. It does set up the double play. And you can look at glass half full, glass half empty. The glass half full is this sets up the double play. Here's Wofford. First and third, 1 out. There goes the runner. Lara will not make a throw. It's another stolen base. And it's second and third. Second and third, 1 out. And now they're just going to walk him. So the intentional walk to Wofford loads the bases. And that is the right way to respond to that. Now if Miller gets a ground ball, you can try to turn 2, and you can come home if you'd like. Everyone back except for Cantu, who's at third. Base is loaded for Dean Miller. 1 for 4, but that one, a 2-run double. Swing and a miss. He tried to hit it out of here. Fastball in the 80s. Miller is not going to get cheated. Pitch is low, 1-1. Broussard at third, Howell at second, Wofford at first. Miller at the plate. 1 out, top of the 7th. The 1-1 is high. Miller's got that closed stance and balancing his front foot on his toes. It's a little back step to front step for timing. This is fouled away. This is going to reach the parking lot. Yes, it will. Now 2-2. Mora needs a ground ball, a pop-up, or a strikeout. On deck is Ryan, the new right fielder. Miller took a full swing on 2-1. Slight choke on the bat. The 2-2 pitch, that's high, and of course, we will go to 3-2. A full count, 1 out, bases loaded, top of the 7th, 7-run ball game. It's got to be in the zone. Here it is. Miller swings and misses. Big strikeout from Mora. It's his 3rd. That's huge. Now the defense can relax. Moore is one batter away from getting through this. Went with the breaking ball. Ryan struck out in the 6th against Mora. First pitch. That's a strike. Had a pitching coach tell me once, what's the most important pitch? Strike 1. Oh, 1 to Ryan. Extremely close stance for Ryan. Bat way above his head. And this is in the dirt. No one went. Everyone has to back up to their base. Broussard at third came about 15 feet down the line and had to scamper back. Bases still loaded, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. The 1-1, swung on and missed. Went with the power. Blew the fastball by him, and now it's 1-2. After working himself into a jam, a single, a walk, an intentional walk, a few stolen bases, and an error mixed in, Moore needs one more strike to get out of this inning. The 1-2, swung on and missed. And that pumps up Moore on the mound, and let's see if it'll pump up this offense. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch here from UC Health Park. Vibes trail by 7. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Perez, Hernandez, Cantu, the 2-3-4 hitters, the heart of the order. They are going to need to get something going here against the new pitcher, Reed Johnson. First pitch, hit softly to center. Breaking back is McConnell. Now he breaks in. It's a lazy fly ball. There's one away. Great job by Jose Moore. I would have to imagine that his night is over, but we'll see. Strands 3 on back-to-back strikeouts to end the 6th. And you look for those kinds of trends early in the season, and that's a good trend. Pitch to Hernandez. Strike 1. Chris Allen went 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a walk and a strikeout. Hernandez swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Johnson, 2 innings, 2 scoreless innings on opening night, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. I remember he came on, pitched the 7th and the 8th, wondered if he was going to go for the 9th to go for the 3-inning save. Hernandez lays off, and it's past the catcher, Aberut. The 1-2, strike 3 called on Hernandez. And he's gone looking. First strikeout for Johnson. 2 quick outs here in the 7th. And here's Ulysses Cantu, 1 for 3. $11 runs on 13 hits for the Glacier Range Riders. This is a ground ball into left field, a base hit, 2-out single for Cantu. And he has a 2-hit ball game. Another man with a 2-hit ball game, the guy coming to home plate right now, Miguel Tejada Jr. It's the 10th hit for the Vibes in this game. 10 hits, just 4 runs though. Tejada sent a couple balls to right center field. He's been hitting the opposite way quite a bit. This is inside on Tejada. Cantu will get a great jump on any ball in play with 2 outs. They are holding him on here, though. Glacier not giving anything away in these late innings. Line drive down the left field line. That's a base hit. It'll be extra bases. Are they going to send Cantu? Yes, they will. Tejada's going to go into second with an RBI double, and it's 11-5. Boy, he ripped that down the line. Where he has been maybe questionable in the field, he has more than made up for it with his bat. And now here's Caleb Marquez. For Tejada, that's RBI number 6. That leads the team. Now Marquez hit a 2-run home run in the 4th. Vibes down by 6. That's a nice breaking ball to start the at-bat. Tejada at second. Pitch to Marquez. Oh, that another nice breaking ball. Doesn't get the call that time. The 1-1. Another breaking ball, and Marquez swings and misses. So all breaking balls to Marquez. And now Aberut wants a word. Will he back up 3 straight breaking balls with a 4th? Two outs in the bottom of the 7th. Tejada the RBI double. He's at second. The 1-2. Ground ball down third. Fair! Another ball right down the line. Extra bases for Marquez. It's run number 7. Marquez isn't stopping there. He's coming into third. The throw is in time. He is out at third. It's a double for Marquez. The out goes 7 to 6 to 3. Let's back up, Tyler. 7 to 6 to 5. There we go. And the inning is over. 2 RBI doubles in the 7th. Get the Vibes a little bit closer. It's 11-6 as we head into the 8th. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to our ball game. It's an 11-6 ball game. 2 runs on RBI doubles by Miguel Tejada Jr. and Caleb Marquez in the bottom of the 7th. Had the Vibes ever so closer. They trail by 5 runs, and they've got 6 outs left to try to do something with it. This is Adrian Mardueno, the new pitcher, to face Michael Nell, Kevin Jordan, and Felix Aberut here in the 8th. A nice night for Jose Mora. Three and 2/3 innings for Mora. He only allowed 3 hits in those 3 and 2/3, 2 runs, but only 1 earned. He walked 1 batter in that time. It was also an intentional walk while he was pitching. Struck out 4 through a wild pitch. There's a strike from Mardueno. Nell today is 0 for 4. He scored a run and got an RBI on an error in the 4th. This is way high, and that's ball 4. Mardueno, 1 scoreless inning so far this season. This is his 2nd appearance. One strikeout in that scoreless inning. He is from Arcadia, California, 24 years old. Pitched at the D1 level at San Diego State. Spent time in the Cardinals organization. Made 11 starts at the short season A level in 2019. It's with the State College Spikes. This is a pinch hitter, Ryan Cash. And now we're going to get a word from Harlan Peguero, the pitching coach. Likely see Cash come in and play second base. We have not seen the designated pinch hitter or designated pinch runner rule used yet. Of course, if you are unfamiliar with that, in the Pioneer League, something similar to maybe how you might hear of in softball, you can bring in a guy to either pinch hit or pinch run, and then you can take that guy out and replace him back with the original batter or runner. Now, you burn the guy that you brought in, but you know, if you've got someone who maybe is not as fleet of foot, hits a double, you can throw that base runner out there and then keep that guy's bat in the lineup. This is high to Cash. Ryan Cash, 1 hit in 7 at-bats. He has 3 RBI. So he's averaging an RBI a game. Just past 9 o'clock here at UC Health Park. 2 hours and 34 minutes into our ball game. 3-0 to Ryan Cash. Mardueno to the plate. That's high. That's ball 4, and he's walked back-to-back batters on 9 pitches. So that is a suspicious start to the inning. Looks like we have Yoandri Perez warming up in the Vibes bullpen. This is Felix Aberut, 2 men on, nobody out here in the top of inning number 8. For the Vibes in the bottom of the 8th, it'll be the bottom of the order, Carreño, Lara, and Rosales. Remember, only Jesus Rabago is available off the bench. First pitch to Aberut is not a pitch. Mardueno steps off. A triple and double, a ground out, and a fielder's choice. Fives have gotten this back to a 5-run ball game. They've scored the last 5 runs. They've been able to keep Glacier off the board since the 4th. And that's high, and right now Mardueno desperately needs to find the strike zone. They've given themselves a shot. That's high as well. Raptors now lead the Rockies 9-4 in the 6th inning in Ogden. Voyagers now lead the Paddleheads 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Paddleheads the only team the Vibes will not see this year. And that's fine by me. The 2-0. That's down low, and Mardueno 11 balls to 1 strike. I would have to believe a big-time red light for Aberut here. The 3-0. And that's good enough for strike 1. As I'm looking through the schedule, I had thought that we would see the Great Falls Voyagers. We did see them quite a bit last year, but as I'm studying it once again, I do not see them, either home or away. So we'll miss them as well. That's strike 2. Aberut was looking for the walk in the last 2 pitches. It's got to be in the zone here on 3-2. Lara setting up outside. The pitch swung on down the right field line, out of play. As far as Northern Division games go, these Range Riders for 6. We'll have 6 with Idaho Falls. We'll have 6 more with Billings, all here in Colorado Springs. So it does not appear that the Vibes have to travel to the north once this year. Swung on, fouled away. And that is huge, if that is the case. Now, the drive to Boise, that'll take a long time. But you don't keep having to go back to Montana. If it's just between Colorado and Utah, then they're going to be all right. Just one trip to Boise. That'll be in June, their 2nd road trip. Vibes are the eastern and southern outlier as far as geography is concerned. 2 men on, nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Mardueno to the plate. Both runners go. It's swung on a miss. Lara to third, and he is out at third base. Strike him out. Throw him out. Double play. Mardueno, who could not find the zone, 2 3/4 into this inning, strikes out Aberut on a fastball, and then Lara, his best throw of the night. They get Nell at third base. That goes 2-5. That caught stealing. And now here's Broussard. And now the complexity of the whole inning has just changed. First and second, no out. To runner on second, 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Broussard. That double play has gotten the fans into this. Swing. This is tomahawk to left. Foul. Boy, Broussard got out in front of that one. And did what I do on most of my golf drives. He completely hooked it left. Foul by about a yard or two. It's 0-2. Pop up behind first, but out of play. Still 0-2. Broussard today, 1 for 4. He's stolen base. Arduino trying to keep his ERA right at 0. And it's going to be quite the magic act if he can get out of this. At one point, he had thrown 12 balls, or 11 balls to 1 strike. 0-2 in the dirt, blocked by Lara. Comes back out to the pitcher, Mardueno. Glacier 11, Vibes 6. Vibes have scored the last 5 runs. We'll see in these late innings how much magic these baby blue jerseys have. Mora got out of a bases-loaded jam in the 7th by striking out 2. Mardueno, after walking the first 2, initiated a strike him out, throw him out double play, and needs one more positive result here to end this inning. Here's the 1-2, down low. Now the 2-2 with 2 outs from Mardueno. It's a ground ball toward Carreno. He dives. It's past him into right field. Tejada is not going to have a play, as in to score is Cash. A clutch 2-out, 2-strike single from Brant Broussard, and he ends the Vibes scoring streak at 5. It's now 12-6. And now Mardueno has a run on his pitching line for the first time this season. Now the top of the order, McConnell. Careful with Broussard at first. First pitch, fastball, strike 1. Marquez holding on Broussard at first. There goes Broussard. Lara's throw. Too late. Got a good jump. And the time on the exchange from Lara, not quick enough. Ball was in the dirt. It was not the easiest ball to handle. The 1-1 is low. Well, it goes without saying, but here I go saying it anyway, so much for that little saying. You can't let Brassard score. 12-6 Glacier. Hit to right. Over is Tejada. In is Tejada. Diving is Tejada. Catching is Tejada. And the inning is over. His first marquee play in the outfield. And the damage is 1. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 12-6 Glacier. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of the 8th, a 6-run deficit for the Vibes. Tyler Peterson live on YouTube. Glad you're with us for Game 4 of 96 this season. Game 4 of 48 for our broadcasts, our home broadcasts. This is Paul Carreño. He's 0 for 3. He'll be followed by Lara, who has 3 hits, and Rosales, who is 0 for 3. So still Reed Johnson. Someone down in that bullpen getting loose for the Range Riders. Another righty. It's high and outside. That's high. And now it's 3-1. That's ball 4. So just like the 6th inning, this 8th inning begins with a leadoff walk. It's the 4th time the Vibes have had the leadoff man on. And here's Julian Lara. He's got 3 hits, 2 singles, a double he's driven into. Leadoff man on, Carreño. Vibes are down 6. The first pitch, high to Lara. This is not over, folks. Vibes had a 7-run 7th inning, Game 2 of the year. They can turn this over to the 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters. Could see some action. And now, after 2 straight balls, Aberroot wants a word with Johnson, and so does manager Nick Hogan. A run in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th. Runner at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Pitch to Lara. There's a strike. So the talk worked. He's back in the zone. Also in the bottom 8th is the Missoula Great Falls game. They'll check on Carreño. He gets past the first baseman. This will be an error on Johnson. At least one, maybe two. Carreño stops at second. Error on the pitcher. And now Lara with a man in scoring position. Johnson's got to settle down a little bit now. Pitch to Lara. That's high. It's ball 3. He's already walked Carreño to start this inning. He didn't allow any walks in the 7th, but 3 two-out hits in the 7th Johnson gave up when he gave up 2 runs. The 3-1 swung on, popped up near foul territory. The third baseman will make the catch. A foul out. And there's one away. So it's the first time Lara is retired. Johnson, the nice comeback there. Here's Rosales 0 for 3. Heater looking for his first RBI. Swung on, fouled back, into the seats, into the bleachers, bounces around, and a fan who was just sitting down turns around and picks it up. Sometimes the ball finds you. Runner at second still, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Johnson to the plate. Close. But he can't get the call. Top of the order, Gio Diaz on deck. One to Rosales is high. 2-1. Now a righty getting properly loose in the bullpen of the Range Riders. And a righty in the bullpen of the Vibes. The 2-1, Ader over the pitcher toward the second baseman Cash. He fields, he throws. It'll be an out for Rosales, but to third goes Carreño. And now the Vibes need a 2-out hit. Gio Diaz is 0 for 4 from the top of the lineup. His first game as the leadoff hitter. Can he come through with a 2-out hit? First pitch, strike of the letters. Set is Johnson. Ground ball into left field, a base hit. He does get a 2-out hit. Scoring is Carreño, 12-7. Now Perez, and if this inning continues, Hernandez and Cantu. Johnson to the plate. Perez swings, lifts this to right. It's shallow. In is the right fielder. It will drop. The throw home is going past the catcher. Going to second is Perez. They held up Diaz at third. So it's going to be a single, and it's going to be an error. Error on the second baseman. 2 men on for Hernandez. Here's Hernandez. Second and third, 2 outs. It's a great effort from Ryan in left field. The throw from Cash was way past catcher Aberut. A late hold for Diaz. Hernandez, a pop-up. This will get out of play. And it finds a good home, a kid with a glove. You bring your glove to the ballpark, you'll get yourself a foul ball. Don't worry about it. Hernandez takes an awfully big swing. He's 1 for 4 today. Ground ball over third, but foul. Two errors in the inning for Glacier. Pitch to the plate. Hernandez, a little poke towards second. Cash is there. He fields. He throws. He makes a nice play. And he keeps it a 1-run inning for Rocky Mountain. A run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 men left on base. It could have been more. And it's back to a 5-run deficit. Vibes cannot come through any further than just the 1 run. We head to the 9th. Last frame, 12-7. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Top of the 9th, it's pitcher number 5. Yohandri Perez comes out. He pitched the 9th against Glacier in game 2. He's going to pitch the 9th against Glacier here in Game 4. Howell, Wofford, Miller, 2-3-4. First pitch fouled away. The Vibes are going to do it. First need to keep Glacier scoreless here. 12-7 our score. Cantu, Tejada, Marquez. The first three hitters, the heart of the order, due up in the ninth. We may see a new pitcher. Strike two. Fastball at 90. Looking down to that Glacier Range Rider bullpen, I thought I saw the newest guy on the team, Tanner Solomon. Looks like he's sat down. Try to see who that is. A righty is warming. Well, if this goes the same way opening night did, it would be number 19, Austin Steinfort. We'll see if that's the direction they go. The only run the Vibes scored on opening night was off of Steinfort. A Brandon Perez double that brought in Joshua Esparza. Top of the ninth. No one out, no one on. Ground ball, down the line, foul. Into the Vibes bullpen. Perez got the final outs of the win back on the 25th, but it was an uncomfortable final outs. Pitched an inning, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and a strikeout. The 3 runs coming off the bat of a pinch hit home run by Tyler Ryan. Touch inside, it's 2-2. Well, it's going to be the 7-run inning in the 4th that may decide this ball game. Breaking ball never broke down. It's high. Now it's a full count. Three and two. To the plate. High ball 4. For the 3rd time tonight, Howell walks. 3 walks, a single. He reached on an error and he struck out. He's been on base 5 of the 6 times he's come to the plate. And now here's Wofford. Well, no cycle for Wofford. Home run, single, double through the first 4 innings. Then a pop up to short and an intentional walk. That is, unless he can come through here with a triple, as Perez nearly threw that away. But back to the bag. Howell, Marquez, a nice catch, stepping over the sliding Howell. Wofford would need a triple here to get a cycle. He sends this toward the Vibes bullpen and foul. Well, that's the right idea for Wofford. Get one right down the line. You want to try to find a gap toward those 385 signs or get it right down the line. It's your best shot to get 3 bags. That's strike 2 called. And Wofford gives home plate umpire Kenny Aducci an extra look after that one. Nearly complete in Great Falls. They lead 6-1 over the Paddleheads. It's the top of the 9th. Great Falls looking to go 4-0. 0-2 pitch with Howell at first. Here it is, swung on, fouled back. That was the breaking ball, and Howell, or Wofford rather, able to stay back. It was a fastball that Ryan hit a long way toward the opposite field for a 3-run home run off Perez. Still 0-2. There goes the runner. It's strike 3 called. Lara's throw down. Not in time. And it looked like he did just beat it. Stolen base for Howell. Perfect pitch on the outer half. As I watched the delay on YouTube, it's a bang-bang play. I do think Howell got his foot in there. Runner at second, 1 out. The DH Miller, the cleanup man. 1 for 5. Hit a 2-run double in the 4th. The 4th was the big inning for Glacier. They scored 7 times. A different ball game without all 7 of those runs. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. The fans that remain are getting into the ball game. Miller takes strike 2. So he's gone soft with Miller. See if Lara wants Perez to triple down. The 0-2. Fastball cued foul. Nice try by Mike O'Connell, the first base coach. Tried to field it. Took it off the solar plexus there. Flips the ball into the Vibes dugout. Still 0-2. He went slow again, and he got Miller. 2 strikeouts for Perez. A walk, a stolen base, 2 straight strikeouts. That's how this inning has gone. And now here's Ryan. This is Ryan's 3rd at bat. He's struck out twice. He's the one that got Perez in Game 2 of the season for the home run. A rematch here in Game 4. First pitch. Hit to center field. Back is Hernandez on his horse, spinning around, over his head, off the wall. Ryan got Perez again. It's going to be a 2-bagger as Howell trots home. Range Riders get a run back. It's 13-7. 20 runs scored in this ball game. Boy, he hit that ball on the nose. And now Nell. Nell 0 for 4. It's a fastball for strike 1. A little anger behind it, 91. And again, those just going off of the radar gun. I don't have TrackMan. TrackMan's the booth all the way down. Donnie Bailey running the TrackMan tonight. That's a far more accurate reading. It's fantastic technology. It's in the dirt. Billings leading Northern Colorado 8-2. That's good for the Vibes. Anytime a North team beats the South team, when it doesn't happen here at UC Health Park, then it's a good thing. Raptors lead Rockies 10-4. That's in the 8th. The 1-1 swung on, popped up, out of play. full slate of Major League Baseball games today as well on a Saturday. Only 3 games still in play. One and 2 to Nell. Inside, maybe a bit low as well. A couple final scores for you. Nationals, they beat the Rockies 13-7. That game in the nation's capital. Red Sox beat Orioles at Fenway 5-3. 2-2 with 2 outs. Perez's kick, his pitch, an excuse me foul ball off the bat of Nell. Nell still wants something out of this ball game. Just came into this game with 1 hit. And tonight he's 0 for 5. 2-2, swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Lara has to throw down to complete the strikeout. He does. It's a strikeout, 2-3. Perez strikes out the side. He does, however, give up a run on the RBI double to Tyler Ryan. So we head to the bottom of the 9th inning with the Vibes trailing by 6. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. It's the bottom of the 9th, and you put new pitcher on the mound is Austin Steinfort. So it does go just as opening day went. First Van Way, then Allen, then Johnson, and now Steinfort. First pitch on its way. A called strike 1. This is Cantu. Followed by him is Tejada, then Marquez. Tyler Peterson here with you in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's Glacier 13, Vibes 7. Swing and a miss by Cantu. Chased one. It was way out, and now it's 0-2. Steinfort pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run on opening night. The 0-2. Ooh, close. If Kenny Aducci was trying to get out of here, he could have rung up Cantu, but way to hang in there. Swung on. That's out of play. As I watched the replay, it was more inside than I originally thought. It's hard to see exactly the orientation of the ball once it reaches the catcher. One and two to Cantu. Swing and a miss. Blew him away at 91, and there's one away. One out, nobody on for Tejada. Tejada has 3 hits. That's high. He scored 3 runs. Singled, stole a base, scored in the second. Singled, scored in the fourth. Doubled in a run, scored in the 7th. Tied 2-0 to Tejada. The Vibes need 6. So let's see. Right now, the 6th man up would be Gio Diaz, the leadoff hitter. If there are 2 outs, then it would be Brandon Perez. So we need to see either Diaz or Perez hitting this inning. This is fouled back to the screen. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. Glacier trying to improve to 3-1 on the season. Outside to Tejada. Missoula with a few runs back on Great Falls. It's now 3-6. I'm trying to interpret this box score from Boise, where it says the Chuckers beat the Boise Hawks 7-5 in 7 innings. Way outside, did he go? No, says the first base umpire. It's a walk. So that's a technical glitch, or that game was called due to maybe weather. Let's see. I know the tarp was on in Idaho Falls. I don't know if it was raining all the way over in Boise. Chuckers and Hawks are in a rain delay. So that game is not over, but it is delayed. This is Caleb Marquez. A 2-run home run for Caleb back in the 4th. Faces Steinfort in the 9th. First pitch is high. It all started with a 1-out walk to Tejada in the 9th. Or something like that. Marquez takes a strike. It's the way the story would start. Like I said, we still need at least 4 more men past Marquez to come to the plate. He takes this high. It's 2-1. Steinfort's actually thrown more balls than strikes. 7 balls to 6 strikes in his 13 pitches. Tejada at first. Pitch to Marquez is popped up over toward the dugout. No play for Wofford. It's into the 3rd row of the seats. Marquez has driven in 3. Altogether, 2 for 3. A 2-run home run, an RBI double. He's walked and scored a run. He's had a nice night. The offense keeps clicking. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Marquez strikes out. Second strikeout for Steinfort, and now the Range Riders 1 out away from a victory. Here's Carreño. Carreño trying to extend the ball game. First pitch right down the pipe, strike one. Well, it was a good job by the Vibes to put pressure on the Range Riders. They scored 5 straight runs. They went from an 11-1 deficit to an 11-6 deficit. This is popped up, out of play, 2 strikes on Carreño. But after the 7th inning, when they put a 2 spot up, single runs in the 8th and the 9th for Glacier put this game more and more out of reach. Steinfort needs 1 more strike and the ball game is over. Pitch to Carreño is swung on and missed. That's the last strike and the ball game is over. The final score tonight, Glacier Range Riders 13, Rocky Mountain Vibes 7. We'll be back with our post-game show and we'll give you the totals right after this break. You're watching Vibes Baseball live on YouTube. Welcome back to our post-game show. Tyler Peterson with you. The final score of tonight's ball game, the Glacier Range Riders win 13-7, 13 runs on 15 hits, 4 errors. For the Vibes, 7 runs on 14 hits, 4 errors. The game took 3 hours and 22 minutes. The winning pitcher, and it was a scorer's decision, and for those of you who might be unfamiliar with how a scorer's decision works, if the starting pitcher does not go the required 5 innings, then the official scorer gives the win to the pitcher in relief that, and now I will get you the official quote, the most effective relief pitcher. That's what it says in the rules of baseball. And that title goes to Austin Steinfort. He went 1 inning, allowed no hits, no runs, no errors. He walked 1 and struck out 3. He was the most effective relief pitcher. He gets the win. He's 1-0. Rios is 0-2. No save in this ball game. A similar pattern to the previous games. Pitching needs to improve. Offense is just clicking, though. And right now, you can say that exact same phrase for anyone in this entire league. The runs are aplenty all across the Pioneer League. We'll check our scoreboard one last time to see which games have gone final in the Pioneer League. Boise and Idaho Falls. In Boise, they're in a rain delay. Chuckers lead 7-5. The Owls and Mustangs in the 5th. According to the Pioneer League website, Mustangs lead 8-2. I know there was a lot of rain in Billings. The Paddleheads have brought it closer. It's 6-5 Great Falls in the top of the 9th in Great Falls. And the Raptors looking to clean off the Rockies. They lead 10-4 in the 9th. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night, a Sunday late afternoon game at 5:05. So be sure to join us then. Until then, this is Tyler Peterson saying thank you so much for listening tonight. Once again, the final score, Glacier 13, Vibes 7. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good night, everyone.